we go. Welcome back to the joint. And we have, I told you he was going to come back. I told you he was going to come back, and you knew he was going to come back. I got Julian Gallardi on the line with Julian. Who are you with now? First of all, what's going down with you? What's going down?
Okay, depending on what time you drop this, I might be in a new spot very quickly. Although not new, keeping things current. So World Baseball's done. We're moving forward with Latino sports, which I was with, but now we're gonna go more into their basket. Today's my last day, depending when this drops with them. So I'll be doing a lot of stuff on my channel. We had a big stream last night for the Yankees and Mariners game. You subscribe to me at Julian Gallardi, you search that on YouTube, and that's where you'll find my channel. We had a lot of fun last night for the big Yankees Mariners game. They lost, but really good stream. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be focusing on those two avenues.
Okay, so Julian Gallardi now with Latino Sports.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna drop this later on today, probably today or tomorrow. That's what we're gonna do. So we're good. Julian, tell me, I've got a lot of things on it, guys. Please bear with us. It might be some editing issues. We're trying our best to get this down. So here's the thing. There's a baseball. So baseball's back. What did you think about
Mhm.
the Netflix debut?
I thought it was interesting. I thought they had a good job with the cast they had on it. Like the Barry Bonds was in there, Anthony Rizzo, like Albert Pujols, Lawrence Shahadi is one of the best MLB Network reporters. So they had the talent there. It's just, do I want to start the season with Netflix? Probably not, if I'm being honest. I'd probably rather have it on the normal networks. But they did a decent job, I thought, overall. The post game was kind of weird with Jameis Winston giving the boys hot dogs, though. That was kind of odd. But
Why is
um,
Jameis Winston on MLB Network?
Yeah, like he played minor league baseball and they're trying to make like this whole big thing, but like he's a football player. Like, what are we doing here?
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. What do you think about this dispute that's going on? Baseball is having this dispute about, like I said, we talked about the lockout before,
Yeah.
review, but they have this whole network built up. The whole network is built up, so it's set for 3 years,
Mhm.
for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So the and it is crazy, and I did see you do a cast, and by the way, you can do a shout out at some point. I did see
Okay.
you do a shout out about where you can find Yankees games. Is this confusing for fans? Like
Yeah.
this whole network thing? Huh?
Oh yeah, it even gets me a little bit. And you know how much I watch. It's like there's 8 or 9 different ways to watch the game this year, I think. Like overall, the Yankees will probably be on like 7 to 8 different platforms, I think, maybe. We've already used 3 and 4 games, so there's gonna be other ones that haven't used ESPN yet. They haven't been on
Is the
NBC
Yes
yet.
network still around? The Yes.
Yes, yes, they
Uh,
are. But the problem with Yes is that the Gotham Sports app is trash that we stream off of. Their streaming app is terrible. I mean, the normal cable channel is fine, but like Gotham Sports is not it. So that's another issue in itself. And then they make you pay out the wazoo for that, and it's not worth it at all. I didn't even stream it last night. I was just doing my live tracker with the game feed.
What's the difference between that and SNY?
I like SNY better, honestly. I think it's easier for that. I know there's an app for them too, I think. I don't know like the each price breakdown exactly, but I think their operation's smoother. So Mets, yeah, they've been on NBC and SNY so far, I think. I don't think any other ones so far, but they'll be moving around too. So I might incorporate some stuff with them too, but I started it with Yankees to see like one team at a time now.
See what that's at. Okay, yeah. The biggest thing that I have to say is, Julian, talk to us about this labor dispute
Okay.
about a cap. Because here's the thing that I've been saying. You can hear me clearly, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good to go.
So the labor dispute and the cap, I preach in my upcoming podcast that I am with, there needs to be a cap. But there also needs to be owner responsibility, I feel like.
I agree with you.
I need you to kind of go
Okay.
into that. So I'm gonna ask you, while I think there needs to be a cap, I want to know if you think
Mm.
there needs to be a cap and about what teams if you, I know you can't do maybe you can't do shout outs, but I called
It's
out
okay. I
teams.
will. Don't
I
worry.
called out some teams that are not spending the money that they need
Okay.
to do. So like, let's go
Yeah,
ahead.
we'll talk about it.
I
So,
think.
like, the cap, I hear the Mets and Dodgers are actually in favor of it, which is interesting to me because I wasn't expecting that. So maybe it does happen. That's not my preference, not really, but we'll have to see what they want to do. I agree with you, Marty. Like, if you're gonna do the cap, like, I could live with it if you at least make the other teams step up a little bit. Like, you got to bring the bottom teams up if you're gonna bring the cap. Like, they can't just stay the same and then you're capping the top teams and then the bottom teams still aren't spending. Like, that doesn't fix anything. You're still going to have the same problems. Like,
Because you have teams taking revenue, MLB revenue,
yes.
and they're not
Mhm.
competitive,
The
right?
Cleveland Guardians, like they have so much talent, but they maximize their talent really well, but they don't spend any money. Miami Marlins, another team, Tampa Bay Rays, Pirates. Although Pirates are actually trying a little bit more now, so I'll excuse them for now, but they still have some work to do. Uh, the Rockies are actually trying. They're just terrible and don't know how to spend money, but they actually spend it. They just spend it poorly. So there's some team like the Angels, another example of that. Like they actually spend money, they just don't do it properly. So that's a few small market teams that need to step up a little bit. There's definitely a few other teams I could identify. I think the Reds are kind of borderline. The Reds need to do a little bit more, in my opinion. They're trying, but not like quite enough to me,
No, I
especially
like
for
the
that
Reds.
baseball city that they have and like the atmosphere on opening day, which I hear is absolutely unmatched still. I heard it's like a college atmosphere for
It's
opening day in
amazing. It's
Cincinnati.
amazing.
Have you gone before?
I have not gone, but I love the Reds. You know,
Yeah, I got to see the opening day one time, but like, yeah, they could do a little bit better. The Washington Nationals aren't doing much after since they won the World Series. They're not really spending. Trying to think. The Brewers.
why do you think in your mind, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. I'm just going through some of the teams.
Why do you think in your mind the players don't want a cap? What is
Oh,
your biggest reason that you think the players don't want a cap?
because it limits their money they can make. Like they're not going to make as much
So
as the
this is
Mets.
just a greed thing. This is not like the NFL has a cap. So the
Yeah, and they
NFL,
still make a lot of money, I guess, to your point. I think it's just like if you put the cap in, like you're not going to have as many crazy contracts probably, and they obviously want to get paid, so that's probably why they don't want it, I would imagine. Like,
talk to me about backloading because I talked about that and you talked
yes.
about that with me with the Dodgers and why that's a problem. Talk about backloading real quick.
Okay, yeah, I think that's something that needs to be fixed as well because the Dodgers are basically cheating the system and finding a loophole to be able to get all these players. Like, because they can't pay them all now, obviously, because then their payroll would be like 500 or $600 million, and even they can't afford that. So that's why they're doing this. Like, it is going to come back to bite them later, but it's unfortunately later. It's not now for everyone else, and they're just running through the rough shot through the league. And as you probably saw, the Diamondbacks were beating them every game, and the Dodgers still came back and won every single game. The Diamondbacks had the lead three straight games. They lost all of them. But the Dodgers actually did lose last night, so they're not undefeated anymore. Someone did beat them. So there's that. But yeah, the Dodgers are a wagon. They're a machine. The way they operate is smart because they're exploiting the loopholes, but it's not necessarily fair, probably, if we're going to be honest about it. The system has to change. Like they got to get rid of these deferred payments, like or limit them by a wide margin. I'm sure they're going to address it in the next CBA. Like they're going to do something about it. I'm very curious to see how they handle that.
Because I don't think it's good for baseball. For
I
something
don't like
to
it
me,
either.
I know
No.
I'm not. I like you said, like they beat the Diamondbacks, who are doing everything they can. I think, if based on it, rosters and payments
They're
better.
trying their best. Like, could they do a little bit more? Yeah, but like, it's not like they're like at the bottom tier. Like, they're like a mid-tier team right now, probably with their payroll somewhere.
But they're being fair with their
Yeah,
payroll.
they're trying. Yeah, they're giving an effort. Yeah, I mean, their best pitcher's hurt, unfortunately, and other pitchers hurt. So like, they have some injuries they're dealing with that's taking up a chunk of payroll. But they're giving it an effort. Yeah, it's not like they're the Marlins, for example.
Oh well, and it's funny you said that because I actually shouted them out in my pre-show before I. So that was the team that I looked at. Because I looked at some budgets now. We got something going on with Anaheim Angels, which
Yes, you
I
told me about
alerted you.
this.
I alerted you on. I alerted you on. With the Anaheim Angels. Give us some more updates on that.
Think it's a very interesting situation you have going on there. I guess they're getting sick of being called LA since Dodgers are probably running roughshod over them. But as we know, when we grew up, they were always known as the Anaheim Angels, and they switched to LA for some reason, maybe for marketing purposes. And it seems like the state of California and like the city is making a push to like rename them, and they're saying they're not going to do anything new to the stadium unless they change the name. So that's really interesting. I'm not stay still.
Just don't touch
Okay.
anything. Okay, now we're good. We're good.
So the mayor of Anaheim is having the city explore whether that the Angels violated their lease by dropping the Anaheim name. I don't know why this took 20 years to figure out though, or however long this has been, but this is definitely an interesting thing going on here. The team has no comment on it, obviously. The Angels' current stadium lease extends through 2032, and they could go
So
all the
there's
way up to
nothing around it. So
2038.
basically, what I hear is what I've heard, and thank you for your information. What I've heard is they refuse to develop any retail, any kind of market
Yes,
around the
that's
stadium.
true. That's 100% true.
Like you guys are on your own. We will, like
Yes.
that is it. Like if you want to not change back to Anaheim, we will not develop around the stadium to build more businesses
Yeah.
and build a bigger event
And
venue.
I went there before, and it is very bare. There's not much to do. I told you I didn't like it that much. There's really nothing around it. Like the only thing you see is like the Duck Stadium behind it, kind of. There's really nothing to do by it. There's no bars. There's no like restaurants. There's nothing by it. It's just like a parking lot and like an empty space. And there's like some train tracks behind it too. Because I took an Amtrak one time that passed it actually. But yeah, they got to do something with that. Yeah, sure. Switching back to Anaheim and add some stuff. Like I mean, come on, let's
Okay,
get it going.
let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I love the energy. Let's keep going. Julian, there is developments happening in the NFL and the MLB with expansion teams.
Yes.
Well, NFL, NBA,
Hmm.
Seattle, maybe Seattle, maybe there's
Yeah.
some developments. I know I've talked to you about this before. Let's see if we can get this video up because we have. So, okay, so for the future, let me say, let me go for the future of baseball. What do you see this season? How this season shaping up? What are the leaders? What are your leaders right now based on you got a chance to really see a lot of baseball players and a lot of baseball before we start getting into the real season? What is your prediction here? Who are the front runners? What franchises are the front runners?
I feel like Nashville's in a good spot to get an expansion team. I think they're gonna maybe go to Nashville. Like I said, I've loved them to do Montreal. I don't know how realistic it is, unfortunately, because like I still don't know if they have the proper money, but they're trying to get them back. So we'll see if they can push something up there. I think they want to add two teams, just like the NBA wants to do. I think they have to wait for like the
And
situation.
Nashville's doing that NFL expansion, so that's interesting that you say that. They're doing the new Music City Tennessee Titans.
Yes, I think they want a baseball team. I really do. I think they're trying to get a baseball team. I know that the Chicago White Sox owner went down there too, which is interesting. So I don't know if he's trying to relocate them, but this was like a year or two ago, I think. Someone told me he was down there one time. So I thought that
Okay,
was interesting.
tell me what is baseball's new initiatives that you know of? Do you know any of new initiatives? Rob Manfred said he is stepping down what after this season?
No, he has like we looked at this the other day. When was it? Shit, I think it's after 29 or something. I think he has like
So,
3 years left.
what
I'll do a search really quick to confirm that.
what are some things you think baseball can do in your opinion?
Okay, well, I mean,
Very
we're
easy.
already working through the ABS, and yes, it is after 29 of January, so we are right there. It's okay. He has 3 years left after this one, I guess.
So what can
Um,
baseball do?
Okay, so they gotta fix the situation with the Dodgers, obviously, get rid of the deferred payments, like limit that. You gotta bring the floor up for the teams that aren't spending money. The ABS is going decent right now. Some umpires are having fits with it, but hey, it's working and like the calls are more correct than they've ever been in the zone before, so I like that. I think like the speed of the game's been decent so far. It hasn't, it's definitely slower than I mean, faster than it was when we were growing up, which is what people want now. So I guess that's in a good spot as well. So I think like they're doing a decent job right now. You just have to really avoid an ugly lockout and messy situation next year to stop to kill the momentum that's been building, I would say is my biggest concern probably.
Okay. I mean, Julian, the last thing I gotta say is like, you know, what games are you highlighting? Like what's a highlight for you? I mean, I know you're a Yankees fan and I'm kind
Yeah, I'll do
of
it
putting you on the
all.
spot, but like what games do you think are, series, even series?
Okay. All right, so like I'll do one Yankees series and that's it. So I think I want to see Yankees Blue Jays because that's like the top of the AL East probably, and they might be battle for this division. I want to see
When is
the.
that set? When is that set? No, I'm saying like during the season. Like
Oh,
during the
okay.
season, what game do you know what I mean, I'm kind of putting you on the spot. I get it. Sorry.
It's all good.
But
Don't
I'm
worry.
just saying that what do you what matchups of teams that you think could be and don't look it up, you don't have to look it up now.
Oh, okay.
If I don't know if they're battling each other, but what do you think are the best matchups to
Oh, okay. Just straight up team versus
yeah.
team. All right. So
Yeah.
I want to see the Tigers and the Mariners go at it. They had a great postseason series last year. I want to see them square up. Those will be good games. I want to see the Dodgers and the Mets. Let's see if the Mets can dent the Dodgers a little bit. You know, they had some back and forth in the playoffs the past few years. Like the Mets lost in 6 games. The Mets upset them once, but I know it's been tough. I want to see the Cubs play the Brewers. That's always a fun NL Central tilt. I definitely want to see how the Dodgers responds against like not the Giants because they're not that good. Like I want to see Dodgers Padres is always fun. I want to see Dodgers Yankees obviously. Dodgers Tigers Dodgers Blue Jays is actually the best one because that's
But
the
let
one.
edit this. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Edit
yeah.
this. It's fine.
I want to see the Braves and the Phillies match up. Those are always fun matchups. Like I want
Okay,
to.
so Julian, well, let's reset because I'm gonna
Okay.
Julian Velarde here from the baseball world. Look, I'm wearing a Mets jersey, but I got the sleeve on. But so I'm not the baseball guy. But Julian, what stadiums are you gonna be at this year that might be new? Uh,
Okay.
like where's where you? I know you got this whole. I gotta see all the stadiums. Where
Yeah,
are you
we're
trying to
working.
go?
I want to get to Wrigley for sure. I got to see the Ivy. I want to see the South Side just because I'm going to do Chicago. I want to go to Milwaukee, like we talked about. That's a three set right there. Then I probably want to. I really want to do Cincinnati. I've been eyeing Cincinnati now, but I really want to
I've
go
seen
for
it.
opening. I really want to go for opening day. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that, but like I just need to get there in some capacity. So I'll say we'll go with four for now, and we'll try to build on that. I'm really eyeing Cubs, White Sox, Brewers, and Reds for
You know
now.
what I think you should do? I love Cincinnati. I've been to Cincinnati, the ballpark there, as you know, because I love the Reds.
Yes.
So great American ballpark right there. Maybe if you go back to the West Coast, you get the McCubby Cove, the McCubby Cove,
Mm.
and you get. I mean,
I want a kayak actually. I never kayaked, so you're giving me a reason to go. Like I went when I was a kid, like in high school, but I never gone as an adult. So then Covey Cove will be crazy. I never kayaked, so that would be cool.
all right. So we're recording still. We have a few more minutes left. I mean. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, we're good. Here we go. What managers do you think are on the hot seat in the beginning of the season to
Okay,
come out?
let's see. In the beginning of the season, I'm trying to. That's interesting because it's so early in the year. Um,
But who's got a team? You've been covering these teams, man. You
yeah.
should know who's.
I, okay, I got one for you. Bob, I would say Tony Lavello already is his not getting off to a good start with the Giants, and he's a college coach, so people are already looking at him like
San
he
Francisco
does
Giants.
because he doesn't belong. They're saying he's not fit to be a manager to begin with, and they got off to a terrible start against the Yankees, so he could be one and done. You never know if they're not patient out there. Rockies just stink, so I can't even say they're on the hot seat, obviously. I would say Carlos Mendoza potentially could be hot if the Mets don't get going, because last year was not a good year for Carlos Mendoza. So I would say that's a possibility as well. I would say Rob Thompson with the Phillies, because the Phillies have high expectations and they're not meeting their expectations really. That's a couple
Let
right
me ask you
there.
something about the Phillies really quick. How do you feel about the Phillies? I feel like they're a roster to they like the Eagles. They have been built to win now.
But they're not doing
Think
it
so?
though.
But
That's
they're
the
not.
problem. Like I don't see the Phillies lineup as being good enough right now. I think they tried to run it back and didn't really do enough to fix it. Their pitching staff is still good, but like they are not getting off to the best start. And they got blown out by the Nationals, who are a really bad team. I think they lost the series to the Texas Rangers too. So that's probably the direction I'd be looking towards. Craig Counsell with the Cubs if the Cubs don't figure it out, but he's probably going to be fine. They made the playoffs last year. I think he'll be okay, most likely. If I go to the East, Aaron Boone's seat should be hot, but it's not, I don't think, unless the Yankees really don't play well in October or flame out. Alex Cora is fine. So, like, if I go towards the Central and the AL, I think they're mostly fine, probably.
What's
AL
the
West,
what's the what's the what's the what's the? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, go ahead, you're good.
What is the worst stadium that you think that's going on right now that somebody needs to make a change?
Tampa Bay, that's terrible.
Well,
Remember I showed you the
let's
circus?
not. Well, that's the easy. They just went through a hurricane.
All right,
Let's
okay.
try another one.
All right. Well, I don't like the Angels Stadium. I know you disagree with me, but I'm very anti-Angel Stadium.
Okay, all right. Anything that in the recent developments, is there anything that you think, as somebody who's a writer and a baseball reporter, is there anything that MLB can do to make the All-Star game a little bit more attractive, or anything that in your mind? Because
Sure.
everybody's having a hard time. It's not just MLB. Honestly, NBA, it's an offensive game. Nobody's playing
Yeah.
defense.
Hmm.
MLB, nobody's really playing. NFL,
Yeah.
it's gotten down to flag.
Hmm.
Nobody's really doing what they need to do. What do you think?
Well, you could put home field back in the mix again. I know that people really played hard when they had the home field on the line, from what I remember. So you do that again. I mean, it would be cool because like the Dodgers didn't have home fields actually last year, surprisingly. So like, I don't know. Do you put home field back in the mix? Do you incentivize it with money if the team wins or something to make the guys play harder? Like we've seen some people try to do that sometimes. Like, do you do I think the problem is that like no one wants their pitchers to throw that much, so it becomes a circus of bullpenning because no one wants to burn their pitchers. Like I think that's your biggest problem because they still put together competitive lineups and
And we need to
stuff.
talk about that. We'll talk about that on another episode. You
Yes,
remember when pitchers went the distance? Why are we? People are getting pulled in five,
yes,
six,
that's a discussion for another day for sure.
yeah.
That we'll definitely get to. That's a good segue
But
and transition
go
for
ahead.
us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean the All-Star game, like I don't know, like it's tough to fix it because no one wants to burn their bullets, but they still put together good lineups and like the benches are really good. So like I don't know, I enjoy it still, but it's not quite how it used to be without the incentives. Like
Welcome to the joint. The joint.